Azamgarh. It was the village in which my father was born. And when he went back to the village 40 years later, he realized that it was a village frozen in time. And he decided to dedicate the rest of his life to the village. And he started with schooling. Venki was saying that what is very important about AIF is that they have been listening to the community. And it is the community that is deciding what kind of development we want.
Big round of applause for the one and only Javed Akhtar. Today we're going to learn a lot about the AIF Foundation. We'll have the opportunity and the honor of having a Q&A with the one and only Shabana Azmi ji and Javed Akhtar Saab. And this is going to be a beautiful evening, and we have a moderator, Nafisa, who's going to ask a lot of questions.
Welcome to all of you this afternoon. I'd like to introduce someone that I'm working very closely with from America India Foundation, Venki Raghavendra.
Thank you, Kavita. I will give a very brief overview of AIF. Engage in a very thought-provoking and a learning conversation around the issue of gender.
I'd like to welcome Shabana ji. Javed Saab, please join us. It's our pleasure to have you, and the beautiful Nafisa is going to be moderating and asking them more questions about today.
At the onset, I'd like to say that I'm very happy that I have been involved with AIF since its inception, like Venki said, and it's wonderful to see it growing from strength to strength. So really congratulations to all of you who have made it happen. So it's not as if I court controversy, but I don't shy away from it because I have been brought up to believe that I should say what I feel. We have a fear of the other. We don't understand the other, and so we react with fear and oftentimes with anger and with hate. Both my parents believed that art should be used as an instrument for social change. I don't know how many of you have seen art. Okay, now distributors who watched the film said it's a beautiful film, but you have to change the end. Imagine audiences accepting that an Indian husband is saying sorry and that the wife will go away. It won't work. In a country like India, it is a patriarchal mindset that decides the rules of the game. And the insidious thing about patriarchy is that the women themselves internalize patriarchy in a way where they think it is okay. If the girl comes back and says that, my husband hit me, instead of saying violence cannot be accepted and my home is open for you, the parents say, oh, but he's your husband, he must have been in a bad mood, go back to him. Because the pressure to keep the marriage alive under all circumstances is the phenomena that decides what's happening.
I suspect that this pressure to keep the marriage going on has nothing to do with any concept of honor or dignity or respect for tradition. These are the excuses. Because if the daughter comes back, if the sister comes back, she'll become our responsibility. And we hide this mean thought in the garb of tradition and honor and respect and whatever. We don't make a daughter self-sufficient, strong. And then we hand them over to somebody. And then we expect that those people who are not related to this girl will respect her. Respect your daughter if you want others to respect your daughter.
I'll say what I repeat very often, that India is a country that lives in several centuries simultaneously. People at any given time and place encapsulate all the contradictions that come from being a multicultural, multi-religious, multilingual society, and so it is with the position of women.
Something is wrong with this man if he's so violent and if he's so aggressive and if he's so short-tempered. What is wrong with him? It means he wants to assure himself, to convince himself about something. And what is that? Am I really a man? That is his problem.
Now, when we look look at successful working women today, they have everything going for them, but look at the burden of nurturing and looking after the family and looking after the children. Why is it if your child falls ill, the wife could be as busy as the husband and in as important a situation as the husband, but why is it automatically presumed that only the mother will stay home? And if you look all across classes of society, you will find that the girl doesn't get access to education, doesn't get access to health, doesn't get access to decision making. She is not the person who makes any decisions about where her life is leading.
Why do we choose one woman? And this statement has a shadow. If my mother is so very respectable, then the question comes, who is not respectable? And whose mother? Only my mother or the mother of my children also? Both of them are respectable. I was born on the 17th of January. I want to know whether my mother was respectable on the 16th of January or not. By choosing one woman and giving her respect, I earn the right to be unfair to rest of the women. In a decent society, every woman is respectable. We don't talk about fathers like that. Why we choose to talk about mothers? Because we don't want to respect other women. It's a bhana, and then we make our mothers whips. We turn them into whips that we use on other women. आज तक no daughter-in-law has ever seen this world, has walked on this earth, who can cook better than the mother of her husband. She cannot. It's not possible. So do you realize that since 5,000 years, the standard of a cuisine is coming down with every generation?
Thank you all for coming. If you have any suggestion for us to improve in future events, and also any ideas what more events we can do, please do let us know.
Are you noticing nobody's coming near us?